back to Heard in the D, our first episode of the new year. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Now, I'm your host, your girl Simona Lisa, the comedian. And we have my boy, Dr. No. How you doing this year?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, young lady.
So we're going to start out with our national champions, the Michigan Wolverines.
Let's give it up for the Wolverines.
15-0 with their win over the Washington Huskies. So I'm loving that. Now, will Jim Harbaugh, head coach, stay or go to the pros? What do you think?
I think that Jim Harbaugh likes Michigan. He's a Michigan native. He's a Michigan product, and he came back on a mission to take them to the promised land, and he's done that. Now, to my understanding, by listening to local news and things like that, that Michigan, Simona offered him a contract of $150 million for over 10 years or something like that. So I think that
he gonna stay.
Might be a bit 125, but I beg to differ. That's the college, but a pro team might offer him more. Or if they offer him less, he might take that because of there has some allegations of some kind of scandal with, where they were stealing signals and stuff like that, which has never been proven. Everybody was just hating on Michigan, but they pulled it off. They did it, and they had players come back to achieve this. But I think that Harbaugh is gone. I think he's going to go to the pros.
Oh, I was hoping that he was invested here in Michigan and he was going to stay, but I understand.
Well, that's where he came from. A little sidebar, him and his brother was the first brother tandem that coached against each other in the Super Bowl. When he was coaching the 49ers, and his brother was the coach of the Ravens. So they were the first brothers that coached against each other in the Super Bowl. And his brother still coached the Ravens. So he might go back to the pros, where his brother is, because, that's, he did what he had to do here, so.
That makes sense.
He might be, he might want to move on. So but congratulations to them. They did a great job, and they made the city and the state proud.
Yes.
So I've always been a Michigan fan. So
now
congratulations, Michigan.
On to the new Detroit Lions fans, because y'all have not always been Detroit Lions fans. Because Just last year, I was able to get tickets, like literally right there. I was so close that they could hear me, the Lions, while they was on the field, for $55. That's all it cost me to sit so close that the Lions could hear me say, "Oh, why are you in them tight pants?" Now for $5,500, I get to sit all the way up in the nosebleeds by the bathrooms where can't nobody hear me, not even me. Can't even hear myself. Where all these new fans come from, I don't know. But we are on our way to the NFC conference. I hope by the time this airs, we will have already whooped Tampa Bay's butt. What you think?
I'm glad you said that, because the $55 right now probably would have got you some doggone popcorn and a Coke for that $55.
Wait, why somebody say for $200 they can get me in the stadium, but I ain't gonna have no seat?
You know what? You ain't gonna have no seat.
Wait, I gotta watch it, listen from the bathroom.
No,
what I got to do?
You're gonna be in that security.
They're just gonna let me walk around.
You're gonna be in that security booth, as somebody trying to sneak in the stadium. That's how you gonna get it.
They say for $200 I can get you in the stadium.
Yeah,
but I can't get you no seats.
You can get in. I can get you in. I can get you in the stadium, but you're gonna be in that security booth trying to look for bail money.
What you think? You think they're gonna whoop Tampa? Like I know they're gonna whoop Tampa. My money is on the Lions. It's always been on you.
Yeah, I think they're gonna beat Tampa. But Tampa is a strong team, man, and they got quarterback issues, but they got a good guy that came in and filled in for them. He's not Tom Brady. Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback, but the Lions, like last week, when the Rams came in here, they switched out Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford, and Matthew Stafford went on to his old team and won the Super Bowl, and that didn't sit good with Jared Goff. But the general manager we got here, the Brad Holmes, when he came in, he brought Goff with him because he drafted him and he believed in him and all that kind of stuff. So that was a great situation for us because this young man had went to the Super Bowl and lost, and we never had a Super Bowl quality quarterback, which we did have in Matthew Stafford, but he just wasn't with the right people.
Yeah.
So it was good to get rid of Matthew Stafford to bring this guy in, and when they hired Brad Holmes, brought in Dan Campbell, and the culture started to change.
Now he gonna do with us what Stafford did for that other team when he left us.
We would hope that's going to happen. We would hope that's going to happen because I'm quite sure that young man got a bitter taste in his mouth, for being traded from a team that he couldn't take to the promised land. And the other guy came back and he beat him. That's the first hurdle. The guy that replaced him won a Super Bowl, and he came in here and lost, and he didn't get the love because that's our quarterback. So hey, he's on to. I mean, he's going to do good.
I hope so. Oh, I know we're gonna whoop Tampa, and we have just us getting this far is already enough to where I know I'm still not gonna be able to get a $55 ticket next year.
It's so beautiful.
The fans are here. The real Detroit love and loyalty is showing up, and I'm so proud of y'all. But
there's something else that they did too that they don't realize, that people don't understand that. Not only is Jared Goff, he's an excellent quarterback, but they drafted a very, very, very nice young African American quarterback named Hendon Hooker. And I mean, this guy
you had me a hooker.
This guy, this guy here was potentially a Heisman Trophy candidate before he got hurt.
Oh, they came to prove stuff. They came on the Lions with a point to prove.
Yeah, so this Brad Holmes came in. When he drafted that young man, he knew all he had to do was put that young man and let him heal and let him learn the game. Don't rush him. Don't stick him in there yet. So it's looking good for the future as far as the quarterback.
That's what's up.
So
now
yeah.
what's the Pistons doing with the highest paid coach in the league?
Nothing.
$78.5 million contract with the worst record in the league.
Nothing. And they got a pretty good. They hired a couple people in there, but I think that this guy that they had, Stan Van Gundy, he put this city back so many years because he's never been, he put this city back. It's going to take a while for us to get back to where we need to be. I think they need to bring in, I would like to see them bring in a Bill Laimbeer.
As far as the team, I'm looking for what we had, that same chemistry back when we had the Bad Boys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would like to see them bring in Bill Laimbeer, and he's going to probably get some advice from Isaiah Thomas, and you already got Rick Mahorn is already there as far as doing radio, stuff like that. And Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn was the Bad Boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they should bring in Laimbeer in some aspect. Isaiah Thomas in some aspect.
Like bring them in, coaching, mentoring, like what?
Well, I think they should just bring them into the organization to start a recycling of the mentality of the players. You know what I'm saying?
More like a mentor.
More like a mentor, and this is what you need to win. This is what you need to do to be successful. in
It's
this
the
league.
chemistry that's missing in basketball that used to be there, like the chemistry that Tayshaun Prince and what's his name, Ben Wallace, and all of them had when they played together. I mean, just even the ones that weren't on the same team, just basketball in general was like a big college fraternity, and it was just like everybody stuck together.
But see, Joe Dumars was the vice president and the general manager of the team.
Then
Joe Dumars was a big factor into that. So they need to bring back. They need to bring back, you know, some of the older guys, you know, that was
Grant Hill, even
that
like it was just chemistry.
Yeah,
It don't
yeah.
matter how well each player played individually, together and collectively. When they got on the court, it was magic.
Yeah, it was. See,
Ooh,
Grant Hill.
it was so much chemistry and sharing and
But
passing.
they were brothers. They was brothers. Isaiah was a leader. You need a leader that's going to take the hit from everything.
And that's what I don't see no more. That's what I feel like I'm missing in basketball. I don't see that brotherhood.
Yeah. It's, you know, they need a leader to come in there and at all costs put this on my back, and whatever happened, I'm gonna take the blame for it. You just do what you need to do.
I'm seeing a lot of, you know what you see on TV where it's like, oh, it don't matter if the team win. Did you see how many points I scored?
No,
It's like, that's what I'm feeling now in basketball. It's like, I don't care if we lose or if y'all look bad, I looked good. That's how each player, like, it's every man for themselves. I don't see a team effort. I don't see the love. I don't see, it's just not there.
Simona, we got a young team. You got a young
we
team.
got a young.
Yeah, you got a young team. If you got our team, we one of the youngest teams in the league. You know what I'm saying? We one of the youngest teams in the league, and we got one of the youngest coaches in the league. So we need somebody to come in here like a Bill Laimbeer. Now I keep saying Bill Laimbeer because he got the toughness. He know the game. He done won championships with the Pistons. He won championships with the female team. That was here. He know what he's doing.
And more so, like you said, the mentoring part. Like
Part.
you getting older, you definitely want to make sure that legacy that you have up here in your mind about the camaraderie of the game is expressed and lives on in future players.
Exactly.
Like that chemistry that Isaiah Thomas and all of them had. You remember, you mentioned all the names together. It was never a separation. It was Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, like even the crazy one. What's his name?
Dennis Rodman.
Like they coming up, I never knew who played on which team because you mentioned them all together like they were a family of players.
Well, no, they
I know they were all on different teams.
They were all staunch competitive. They was friends, but they hated each other on the court.
But they were friends in real
But
life.
they was friends in real
and
life.
You saw it in the
each other on the
game.
court.
Like even after the game was over, you saw it.
But they hated each other. I remember in the finals. Isaiah and Magic used to come to the center court and kiss each other on the cheek. But then after that,
It's beef.
it's beef.
And that's beautiful. That's what we need to see. Like that's entertainment.
Man, you know what? I don't know if you're familiar with this name right here. When I say Bill Laimbeer and then Rick Mahorn, I love Rick Mahorn, but I don't think he loved me too much because every time somebody mentioned Dr. No, Rick Mahorn, the first thing came out of my mouth is Dr. No. Who's Dr. No? So, and I got all kind of respect in the world for Rick. We used to come to the post office, but I used to tease him. But I got a number of respect for him. But I used to, you know how you get up under somebody's
so you know him
nerve?
personally.
Yeah, I never met him. And personally, shook his hand. He used to come to the post office. You know how you get up under somebody's nerve? Doctor, no, yeah, you doctor think you know everything. And I'd be like, man, get out of here with all that crap you talking about. But, but he's a good guy, man, and I think he's doing well. But another player, though, I like to see a Vinnie Johnson come in here. The microwave in some aspect. To let them know, when you come off the bench, you gotta do the best and let it shine, baby, because you might not get another chance.
Play every game like it's your last one.
That's right.
I love that, and I would love to see that back in the game again.
We need to bring some of the veterans in, though.
That's where it's going to come from, that older knowledge.
That's right.
All right.
We all need it.
Amen. Just can't wait to celebrate that win. But one thing I do want to talk about, is the internet can manipulate things to where it seems one way, because this segment was supposed to be girl goes crazy at airport. But after further observation, I think what we have here is justified. But let's just look at the first half of the video.
No, you can walk away and I'll get your fucking stuff.
Get my stuff.
Yes.
Get my stuff.
Hey, get out. Relax.
Bitch, get out my... Oh,
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
no, what's wrong with them? Get my stuff.
Call police.
No. Get my stuff. Give me my bag.
Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
Get off of me. Hold on, let me call. Get off of me.
Somebody's on the phone with the police, right?
Get off of me.
Somebody's on the phone with the police, right?
Yeah, I'm on the phone with the police.
Now, if you don't look at this video from beginning to end, you may think that it is just a crazy girl at the airport talking about she want her stuff that they don't have. But if you take the time to watch it all the way through and you see how she jumps over that counter, she really wanted her stuff.
Yeah.
And that was all that was. It was just, how can you ask this young lady to exit this establishment with no belongings? Her purse, her coat. It's wintertime. It looked like the Metro Detroit airport, if you ask me, so it's cold outside. And she don't have nothing. All her stuff is there behind the register. It's against the law for her to even leave without her identification. Why would you stop her from getting that? It makes no sense.
I mean, it looked like she went nuts.
It
you
did.
know, on them, and she slapping people and all that.
Without
kind
the
of stuff.
benefit of the doubt and actually watching the video all the way through, that's all you can see.
Hey man, if I was in a restaurant like that, I don't know, and they had my stuff back there, and they wouldn't let me get my stuff. I mean, what, you know? I'm thinking, why would they have it in the first place unless I don't know. And
I mean, clearly
that's
she
what's-
worked there at some point. Maybe this was her last day. They were firing her. I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. But still, they shouldn't be, let her not get her stuff. You know what I mean? It was deceiving.
And so often, like videos like this, because this was an internet video, and so often you only see the first half. Like,
Yeah.
they cut it into shorts, like commercials. They condense them. So all you see is the first little bit of the video, and that first little bit literally makes you think the girl has lost it all.
Right.
And she's very strong to be so little. Let me add that, because they was beating her down, and she just got right back up. She was,
Right.
yeah.
When I first saw it, I was thinking like she didn't pay her tab.
Yeah,
She was trying to get out with not paying.
It was
or something
giving
like
real
that.
crazy.
It was giving out those type of things.
Crazy and irate.
Right,
It was
but when
giving
she
crazy
jumped
and
over
irate.
that thing,
and came back with her belongings.
with her belongings, that set a whole nother precedent.
Because I would want my things,
I want
and I'd
mine
be
too.
just as
Yeah.
vigilant. Now, in one situation where this young lady was extremely wrong, and I hope the teacher receives the justice they deserve. Did y'all see the video where the young lady maced the teacher for taking her phone? For doing their job, I'm sorry. Gotta be correct with my pronouns. But did y'all see that video? You about to see it now.
Mace? Nah, Mace is crazy. Nah, Mace is crazy. Nah, she just faced it. Nah. Nah, I gotta go. Hold on. Nah.
Don't fucking touch me.
She just pepper sprayed me.
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
God, wait,
Can I get my phone? Can I get my phone? Can I get my phone? I need my phone.
Over the phone is
I need
crazy.
my phone. No, I need my phone. I need my phone.
Look at this nigga.
I need my phone.
pepper sprayed me.
Okay, give me my phone. She said okay.
No, you can't have your phone.
Watch out, man. Don't go in there. Watch out. Don't go back to the sniper. That shit's funny.
You don't pepper spray nobody unless it's
Life threatening. Imminent danger.
imminent danger. You don't pepper spray nobody, and
That's a weapon.
yeah, that's a weapon. And why would the teacher take your cell phone anyway? You shouldn't have a cell phone in the class talking and doing whatever like this in the classroom. I don't know if I don't know if it was a sign up to saying no cell phone. Even if it wasn't, that's just you don't do those things like that. You know what I mean?
And as parents, we need to start teaching our children more so about consequences, because that can be considered a felony. It's definitely assault. Hands
Oh.
down, point blank, period.
It's
That is
definitely
assault.
assault with a deadly weapon.
I wouldn't say deadly.
Well, somebody might have asthma.
Oh,
She might have that teacher might have had asthma. You sprayed her with that, and she can't breathe and all this kind of stuff.
the
Yes,
parents definitely should pay, because I'm sure the teacher has some form of trauma behind it, PTSD. I mean,
Yes.
it's a bigger issue, and our children move about life like there are no consequences for their actions. Clearly, because some of the stuff they do, you can tell there's no thinking involved.
right,
There's very little thinking
right.
or common sense being used.
And then you also, if you noticed, no one else in the classroom said anything. No one else in the classroom, held her accountable for anything. They didn't say, you know what, you was wrong for doing this. Stop, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else had their phones out. So, you just don't, you don't do that, man.
And I would love for our young ladies to be able to actually have mace, because it makes them feel safer, like when they walking home from school from predators and things of that nature. But you are an example of why this may not happen, why they may not be able to protect themselves outside of school, because inside of school, where you don't need that level of protection, you decided to use your mace.
Well, Diane, what's 6 plus 6?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to answer.
It's 14. No, you're wrong. Wrong! Come on now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, our
This
teachers,
is the problem.
they have so much to deal with as it is.
This is the problem.
Being pepper sprayed should not be it.
Pepper spray
But
in the school.
one thing my son teacher told me that really helped me was, she asked me, how is it when I'm helping him with his homework? And I explained that sometimes I gotta yell at him, fuss at him, he'd be watching TV, he'd be doing this, he'd be doing that, I have to turn off all the distractions. She's like, in this classroom, I cannot turn off his distractions. And I cannot yell, and I cannot cuss, and I cannot scream. So if you can't teach him at home how I teach him at school, I can't teach him at school. Point blank, period. I have to do everything that you're doing at home. And you actually can back yours up with a butt whooping. I can't back any threats up. All
Right.
I can do is, if I'm teaching like you teach, all I can do is threaten, and I can't back it up. So it makes my job that much harder.
Right.
And now we got kids that think they can just pepper spray their teachers because they disagree with what they want them to do.
Well, parents, it's a certain level and it's a certain degree of what a parent will do for their child, because a lot of parents think that those schools are babysitters. They think their kids.
No, they're there to help raise. They're the village.
They think they help there, but you know what though? They might not. They might be the village or whatever like that. But you have some people out here that and and I don't want to I don't want to put my stuff out there, but like my wife, man, beautiful thing. She homeschooled for a while, and she my son was ready to go to school. She made sure that she made sure
She built a
that
relationship with the teachers.
with the teachers, and you don't want me coming up there on you, because You know,
Everybody know
it'll
I
be
go
good.
to the school.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
stay at the
It'll be
school.
good.
I know the village that I have employed to help me with my children. But it's just in fact, I want to challenge all the parents. For 1 week straight, I want you to just be your child's teacher. Every day, I want you to be your child's teacher. And it may resemble gentle parenting because I want you to just be able to calmly talk to them to get things accomplished. I need you to not be able to discipline them. I need you to not be able to curse at them and yell at them. I need you to talk to them and raise them for a week with the same expectations you have for their teachers. You know that, don't put your hands on my baby. Don't put your hands on your own baby. For a week, just be their teacher. And I want you to see how much you get accomplished, how much they learn, and how much they grow. If they cannot grow with you talking to them like that, then that's because they used to you cussing little Pookie and little Ray Ray the cluck out. And I said cluck,
Yeah.
not the F word.
We're in a whole new dispensation right now with as far as kids, teenagers, and even young adults. You got young adults, out here doing things and you got young adults back in the day. I'm not gonna say how long back in the day, but you can do something and you learn from it, and you go on with your life and things like that. But for right now, man, everything is for keeps right now. You can be a young person, make a mistake, and it costs you for the rest of your life.
You got a
Because
felony.
there is no grace. They're
They
giving
cut
them.
down because they see that the
Yeah.
parenting it's almost like an example for the parents. Because if they let the one child go, then you'll raise the other children to believe that they're also above the law. So they're
Right.
trying to make an example out of that first child of yours that they see in the courtroom. But that's another subject. We're not gonna go too deep into that.
Or any other child. So I'm quite sure that
They want to make an example
Yeah,
because
but-
they don't want the ones to follow to do the same thing.
with that pepper spray, I'm quite sure they better put some guidelines in.
Oh no, that child is done with school.
Yeah.
That's probably worse than putting your hands on the teacher.
Thank God she didn't have a razor or another weapon.
That's worse
You know
than
what I'm
putting your
saying?
hands on the
It
teacher.
is
You in
worse.
trouble.
It
You
is worse.
just ruined your whole life over a cell phone.
You don't think of that though, man. It's like, wow, where we at right now in this society, man.
All they think about is right now. They living for today, like there is no tomorrow.
Where we at in this society. But you know what though? Actually, when you run back the camera and when you look at everything, you look at yourself and you look at everything like that. I can understand what they're saying because you living for the day. Because you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But their level of living for the day means something different than when you're older. When you say you're living for the day, you have a situation where you want to be healthy. You want to do this, that, and the other. You want to live the best quality of life that you can live while you're here. As a kid, you think you're invincible. You living for the day.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
I'm gonna do what I want to do, and because there's always gonna be a tomorrow.
Like the girl that pushed that 11-year-old at Somerset Mall, and then she came back on her tomorrow and got arrested.
Yeah, and she was
Let's check that out.
she was an older girl.
Now, what makes you think that you can assault someone, then return to the scene of the crime like it was nothing?
You know why? Because that's what I do. I hang out at the
I
crime
turn up.
scene. I hang out at the crime scene because that's what I do. I hang out at the crime scene. You might see me there next week.
Our children are not learning consequences and repercussions.
That woman wasn't no child. How was she, 25, 26 that done that? Push that girl up
You
in
know,
there?
to us, that's a girl. To us, that's still a child.
That's
'Cause my oldest is 25. He'll be 25 on the 22nd of January.
That's a grown man.
That's a child to me.
No, well to you,
Because he's
It-
my child.
he's always gonna be a child of you because that's your child. But to society,
Yeah, that's...
he is a man, and anything he do, he gonna be held accountable for in the court of law. You can come in there all day and say, "My baby," You can see all that you want. They can be like, well, your baby should be old enough to know the difference between what and what.
Yeah, we
Right
do
and wrong?
really, we really have to do something
Between
because
right and wrong, right?
at this point, I'm seeing more free my babies on social media than I'm seeing graduations or anything else. I'm seeing more let my baby free my baby. I miss my, and now I hear that is a terrible situation for a parent. That's not something that I've dealt with long term. I had one of my sons get locked up for like 3 days. It was the worst 3 days of my life. But it's not something that I've had to deal with long term. But y'all, I hear having a child in prison is about as bad as having one 6 feet under. You worry about them every day. So we need to do something to make sure that our children stay from behind bars and stay up out of that grave. We got to turn this around. Their actions, they just out here living like there are no rules.
Well, yeah, that's a lot with home bringing up and people you hang around.
Yeah.
You know.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It really is sad. Now I'm praying for a better day.
Yes. Yep. And it's coming.
Cause the judge is not playing.
Ain't nobody playing. You're not gonna be
Y'all
laying.
heard?
You're not gonna
And
be
the
laying.
D.
You're not
Ain't
gonna be
nobody
laying
playing.
off. You can't be laying off no judges.
Yeah, things have definitely changed from when we were coming up to the way things are now. And
sure.
one of the things that I've noticed is,
Sure.
aside from the children being even more disrespectful and crazy, it's the dating. Like, what are 3 questions you would ask somebody? I know you're happily married and thank God you don't have to
thank
deal
you.
with this,
Right.
but I still do.
Right.
What are 3 questions you would ask if you had to date a female today? What do you think 3 important questions you need to know when dating today? I want to know both. I want to know what a man should ask the woman and what a woman should ask the man. And I'm asking you, Mr. Married Man,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. No,
First of all,
let us know.
I would ask, what type of spiritual or religious background are you from?
Equally yoked.
You know, and that's
I'm
important.
with that.
You know, that's important.
I'm with that.
And probably the second thing would be with money be a major factor in what happens and what doesn't happen in this relationship, because it can come and it can go. You know, and that shouldn't be a criteria of having a relationship. If it's all about money, it should not be.
And number
You know?
3?
And number 3 would be,
And are these unisex questions or are you
they're
saying?
unisex questions, you know. And number 3 is, if I'm with you or you with me, you know, do I have somebody that's going to go down the road with me 50-50? Go down the road with me, down the middle of the road, you know, and support each other and do what we need to do, regardless of outside interferences and all that kind of stuff. No, you got my back and I got your back. You know, I'm doing, you know, that's Teddy Pendergrass had a song like that. I'm not doing 50%.
Not 60-40.
That's right. You
Not
know, no, I want
70-30.
I want 50-50.
I'm talking about a 50-50.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, not
Yeah.
You're right. Somebody you go down the middle of the road with. You know what I mean?
It's so good.
Loving somebody loves you back.
Somebody when there's somebody loves you back.
Now have you get my hair done?
Loving tried to fill
Get
in
my
his
nails
cup.
done.
Might be
That's
fire.
good. That's good. You can get my hair done. Get my nails done. You can do all this kind of stuff for me. Or you can buy me some Jordans or this, that, and the other. Man, just go down the middle of the road, man. Just say, you got my back, I got your back. We work on some stuff. That's important. That's my 3. And everything else, man, fall into place. As long as you got, you know, just your spiritual thing right.
My number 1 question right now for these 2024 men and women is, at what age did it stop becoming a chore and did you just accept it as a responsibility? Because that's important to me as far
dating?
as housework when you were a child. Let me
Okay.
let me give you the whole full question. I'm sorry, that was just a piece of it. I think I thought most of it in my head, and it
Okay.
all didn't come out. So let me put it all out. When as a youth, at what point in your childhood did things stop becoming a chore and start being a responsibility? Like, at what stage did your mama have to stop saying, do this, do this, do, and did you just finally be like, hey, this is what I have to do. This is the job that has been bestowed upon me. Let me get it done. Because that there speaks a lot to me about your responsibility levels, your accountability levels, and your maturity. Because for me, it started at 9. You can ask my father, who's still here. At 9, I wanted to cook dinner. Chicken, rice, and corn. At 9, I wanted to hold my own. At 9, I wanted to help. I started saying things like, what can I help with? Let me do this. Like, it was no longer, Simona, you better, Simona, let me make you. It was, hey, what I gotta do, what I need to get done. And it was all in proper upbringing, I will say that. But it was more so in just my need to be responsible and helpful and not just a dependent.
Man, you batting 150. You batting 1,000 right there. So, but you're not gonna have a lot of you might not have a lot of guys that can appreciate that.
Mm. And my next one is, what makes you happy? Do you know a lot of people don't know the answer? So if you don't know what makes you happy, how can I make you happy when you don't even know what makes you get there? Like, what is your happy? And then a lot of people, oh, money. What about it?
Well,
What's some of it? Superficial answer.
it is. The most
That was my second question.
Yeah.
What makes you happy?
yeah, but the most health is the biggest thing that health is more important than anything. If you don't got your health, then you can't worry about no money. You can't worry about none of that.
So if health makes you happy, that's amazing. Let's get a gym membership. Let's work out. Let's juice.
I didn't say.
I mean, that's a start.
I didn't say it
But a
makes
lot
you.
of people don't even know that much.
No, I didn't say it makes you happy.
It makes you healthy.
No, I say health. Health is the biggest blessing that you can have.
Amen. Especially mental health.
Yeah, but you can't be happy if you ain't healthy.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be happy if you ain't healthy. I'm trying to get healthy every day. My wife tell me, you need to do this, you need to get help, and I'm taking baby steps. I'm taking baby steps getting toward that. But health is and happiness. Happiness is more than just money and what people think. You got to be happy within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to figure, looking at the mirror from within the mirror, from behind the mirror,
Different views.
it's a smell here that I don't recognize. When you look at yourself in that mirror, you got to be
Happy.
but you got to be satisfied with what you put in that mirror.
Because that's all you put it in there.
Yeah, you put it in there and saw it. If I put it in there, I gained a little weight, stuff like that. Yeah, I got to do something about that.
And my third question,
Yeah.
final one, is how important is sex to you? Because men believe that sex is it. If you ain't giving it to me, I'm going to get it from somebody else. And that was like a lot of what I dealt with younger men. But now those same men that I knew when I was younger, we're older now. And it's different now. Like with women, and it's so, I laugh and I smile and I smirk because back in the day, if a woman's drive was low and I'm not in the mood, I don't feel like it, that was one thing. But as a man, when you get older and that erectile dysfunction hits you, it's way easier to put water in the well than it is to harden a soft bone. Okay? So at this point now, I see my older female friends, and they looking at their male friends like, if you don't give it to me, somebody, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. If y'all not giving it to these women, they leaving y'all. So I need to know how important sex is, because y'all know at some point in time, y'all was leaving women too. Like, if she don't give it to me, I'm gonna get it elsewhere.
Hey,
Why
man.
you looking at me like Dr. No?
Well, I'm saying right here.
But yeah, I have noticed that with a lot of my female friends. Okay, I had to get myself together. I done laughed. My fake eyelashes. Like, I don't have no fake eyelashes.
Well,
Okay, but yeah, Dr. No.
well, sex is sex is definitely is a part of it, and I don't care if you 15 or 70. You know what I'm saying? Sex is a very big part of a relationship. But when you in a relationship, sex is not the only thing. When you in like a long-term relationship, when you going down that road 50-50, okay? You got to have the foreplay before the other play, and all that other kind of play, and all that other kind of play. So I don't think it's like, if you don't give it to me, then I'm going to get it from somewhere else.
Exactly.
I'm not committed to you then, if I feel like that.
Yeah. That's
I'm
what
not
I've
committed
noticed
to
now
you.
that I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
committed
like,
to
it's
you.
not something that I just have to have by any means necessary. Because if that's your thought process when it comes to sex, if it's that important to you, then you're still in the phase where you're going to be a cheater.
Well,
You
yeah,
haven't realized the significance of the power and the magic of with that right person,
Right.
how amazing it could be. So
Right.
anybody, anytime Dick or Harry, you would just, if I can't get it from here, I'm gonna get it from there. And it's
no,
like,
but see that mentality right there is
it's sickening. It's not proper
yeah,
mental health.
if you're not, if you dedicated going down the middle of the road with this person, men and women do things that take their sex to this level. People have money arguments to that level. People have things to another level, and then you got the small things that people get into it about. It ain't got nothing to do with sex. You get like small things got nothing to do with sex. Why you keep leaving these dishes in here and we got a doggone dishwasher? Why you keep
It's
doing
those
that?
people that are not compatible. It's those people that were digmatized or whipped or whatever you want to call it by the sexual experience, and then when that magic, that fairy dust rubs off, you realize I don't really like this
When the
person.
novelty is gone.
You
But if
realize when the lust has left.
Well, it's still novelty. But if you
I don't
ain't
really like this person.
if you ain't committed to that relationship,
Mm.
then it's different. If you ain't committed to that relationship, money, sex, or whatever, anything that it can mess up a relationship. If you got somebody that met each other, man, they made love every day, doing this, all this kind of this, that, and the other, and then life happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you with this person. Then you got little Miss Muffin coming along, trying to entice you and all this kind of stuff. And then you got Mr. Johnny coming along, trying to entice her or whatever like that. But if you're in a relationship, committed relationship, going down that road, you work with it, you deal with it, and then if you want to be with this person, you're gonna be with this person. If not, then you ain't. Go your way, I go my way, and then we can. Hey man, we can do whatever.
I definitely believe in the stages when it comes to relationships. Like, it's that boyfriend and girlfriend stage, and it's not a hit towards anyone's manhood or womanhood. It's girlfriend and boyfriend to just express the juvenile phase of the relationship.
Have somebody be married. You people, man, you see people. Have somebody be married 50, 60 years. You know, they've been through all the ups and downs of everything. They could have been left. They could have been done everything. You know, the sex probably ain't everything. You know, in the relationship, once you get to that point, when you love somebody and you really care about a person, and they've been there for you when you've been in the worst time of your life, and you've been there with her or whatever in the worst time
Now
of
see,
her life.
they don't make those type of men and women no
But you
more.
know what? They do make them. That's why they still together.
But wait, that back in the day, that's what made a great relationship. The fact that y'all been there with each other through thick and thin. In 2024, these men don't want to be with the woman that saw the real them. These men don't want to be with the woman that saw them when they didn't have no job, when they was trying to make a dream work, when they was hustling to make a dollar holler. They don't want to be with them women. They want to be with the women that met them when they were on their up, that only knew them as a boss and as a king, never as a worker bee, or never as the guy that didn't have. So a lot that right there, those men are loyal men. The men that you could actually be there for when they were down and out, and when they got up on their feet, they stayed. That's a dying breed, and you are a part of that breed. My stepfather is a part of that breed. But a lot of these men here in 2024, they don't want the one that struggled with them. They don't want the one that's going to remind them that they once struggled. They want the one that always have known them as a winner.
I got friends that won't date a woman that don't have kids.
And believe it or not, in
They won't date them. They won't.
2023, I dealt with men that would not date women with kids. All the while, they got 3 kids and 6 baby mamas. I know you saying how they got 6 baby mamas. I went to the baby birthday party and 2 stepmamas was there. This man ain't never been married. He got 3 kids, 4 kids, 6 baby mamas. I'm not playing. 4 kids, 6 baby mamas.
Like I said,
But he don't date women with children.
But see,
that's what you're dealing
but see,
with in 2023,
that's a
2024,
fool.
trying to date a man.
That's a fool. But like I said, I got a couple friends. They won't date anybody. They won't date a young lady that don't already have kids, and they don't have kids themselves.
Oh,
They want a ready-made family where
That's
they don't
smart.
have to. Where they don't have to go through the situation of getting to know the woman and having kids, and they want to come in and establish themselves with that woman
And her
that-
kids
and
that she
her
already
kids that she's already got. They have a kid together or whatever like that. He know the kids and that, but you know, you still get guys like that out here, but they might be hard to find. They might be hard to find, but they're out here. And whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find.
I hope so. I hope it's not-
Because they
it's
all
not over.
because they no, it can't be over because a lot of these guys out here, you know, I be seeing them. I be seeing some of these guys that, you know, they playboys or whatever like that, and they got this big old pile of doodle on their head. You know, and tape it up and all this kind of stuff. Man, I don't want to. What woman want to be around you? Got a
all
pile
the
of
dreads, what you call locks?
Yeah, look, what kind of?
I'm like, what they got on their head?
Shit on
Your
head.
explanation of hairstyles is phenomenal.
Got a pile of doodle.
All right, y'all. Y'all know this is my favorite time. Unfortunately, I'm still rocking Fashion Nova. It's like, you know, some red tape between me and my boutiques, who I'm a, broadcast on the show next. But y'all be looking out, and I'm telling y'all, when I come on here with that outfit from that boutique, I need y'all to go show them some love, please. I need to be like Keith Lee when he be like 10 out of 10. I would recommend. When I recommend these boutiques 10 out of 10, can y'all blow me up like Keith Lee? Can y'all show them love like Keith Lee be getting love shown to the food critics? I need y'all to show love to the boutiques. If they can make my funny looking body look good in some clothes, they can help you. I'm just playing, fill in the blanks. Y'all know what I was talking about. But anyway, today, since I can't talk about my boutique and my clothes, what I want to talk about, what we want to talk about, me and Dr. No, is Livernois. Fresh food. I hear y'all that the fish so fresh.
Whoa. How fresh is it?
They catch it, put it in in the fryer right there in front of you. Like the fish go from flapping to slapping in a matter of minutes. Right there in your very face. The fish be live, then it be gone, then it be gone. It be on your plate all in a matter of minutes. The food so fresh and so delicious. I have not heard a bad review.
Okay.
I'm going to bring some on the show. And I'm going to eat it right here in front of y'all because I hear it slapping. It go from flapping to slapping. The food so fresh, fish so fresh, seafood so fresh. And I ain't even got to tell y'all who own it. I'm on here talking about it so you know, right? Because I feel bad because I have a lot of white friends. I don't like saying black owned all the time,
Right.
but you know what I'm talking
Right.
about. You know what it
Right.
is.
Right.
Fresh food.
That's right.
On Illinois. 18280. From flapping to slapping, go get your fish.
Illinois.
Yeah, it's like they catch it right out the water. Boom, cornmeal.
Right.
Fryer.
Right.
In your plate.
Illinois.
Delicious.
They jump
Is
out
that
the water.
fresh?
They
Is
want to be
that
ate.
fresh?
They want to be ate. They just jump out the
They want
water.
to be ate. They jump out the water onto your plate. Just that fresh. Y'all got to go and try it. And don't forget to tap in, boutiques. Tap in. Because I got a comedy show coming up. I need y'all to get a sister fly. I need y'all to get me dressed. And I ain't asking y'all to do it for free.
Okay.
I can pay for my outfit. Half off. Discount. I mean, no, but you know what I mean? Help a sister out. Let's work together.
Right. Little charity.
Now I can't let this day go by without at least touching on. I know Dr. No is a Cat Williams fan.
Yeah.
But do
yeah.
y'all know that I'm a Kevin Hart fan?
Yeah, see that.
And I'm not just a Kevin Hart fan, because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm a Hart Haddish fan. Even after all the controversy where she jumped in the car, didn't know where it was going, Ari Spears drove her to an unfamiliar place. I'm past all that with my girl Tiffany Haddish. I'm a Hart Haddish fan. Don't get me wrong, I harbor no ill will towards Cat Williams.
Okay.
But he went hard here recently, and I hear my boy Cat want to sue him.
You know what? Kevin don't have to sue Cat Williams. He don't have to sue Cat Williams. Because when you in your lane doing what you doing, you shouldn't have to worry about what nobody else is saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
I think he should drop it, mainly because they both slandered each other's names. So
Well, you know what? Well,
I mean, you can't really get mad at Cat for doing what you did, because you also said that he was on drugs. That's why this and that, and it wasn't the white man. You actually said some things about him that cannot be 100% verified.
Well,
Whether it's true or not, it can't be verified.
what if
Cat Williams said, Kevin Hart has said these things about Cat Williams, that it was the drugs, it was this, it was that. And as Cat Williams said, who knows me as a drug addict?
What if they working together? Just for the publicity. Don't they got a shoe deal or something? They got a shoe outlet. They
I
doing
don't
a shoe
know.
deal.
I think they definitely,
They might be working together. I mean, you don't know.
I think they definitely should come together for Kids Foot Locker to do a commercial.
Oh,
To do a
okay.
commercial because they both got little feet. But Kids for Less could really use that publicity. You know, back to school. Y'all are all in like what? Both of y'all, you and Kevin Hart, y'all both in what? 16 Husky. What y'all in? Cause y'all both some little ones. But one thing that
I thought they had a shoe. I don't know what the shoe was about, but if they're in business together, then why trip?
No, I don't know about them being big. I'm joking, saying that they should do Kids Foot Locker together. I'm not sure. I commend Cat Williams for even coming out, considering what, to me, really silenced him was him fighting that 15-year-old boy. Like, I thought that's when Cat Williams really fell off. It wasn't the white people, it wasn't the drugs, it wasn't Steve Harvey, and it wasn't Kevin Hart.
Right.
It was the fact that you sucker punched a 15-year-old boy and he choked you out. That's what made you blackballed, blacklisted, or fall off. You cannot sucker punch a 15-year-old kid and then stay famous and stay successful after he beats you up, after
Right.
you sucker punched him. None of that looked good. None of it was something that I would want to see you go through again. So that's why you were like, kind of. I'm shocked that you even have custody of that many kids. I'm questioning now, was it before or after? But I'm starting to believe Cat Williams has a distortion of timelines, because he can read 3,000 books in a year. So I don't think time really equates like it does to other people.
3,000 books is a lot of books, man, and that's.
That's how many books a day for 3,000? And he's saying they wasn't Dr. Seuss
He
Cat in the Hat.
ain't got that much
They
time.
was novels.
He can't have that much time to write on 3,000 books in 1 year.
I tried to read a 3,000 page book
Hey,
in a day,
hey,
and I was unsuccessful.
Hey. hey,
It was my off day too.
hey.
Don't do it. I ain't
Listen,
gonna
no,
do it.
no, don't. I've read Cat in the Hat. Very educational.
Yes, it is.
The green eggs and hams, Sam I am. Oh no!
I will not eat
Not
them
with a goat.
with a fox.
I would
In
eat them
a
in a
box.
box. Thank
I
you.
will not eat them.
4 years of who? Don't.
And I'm like, what
Man,
books
don't
was you
diss.
reading? Was they 2-page books?
Don't
But
diss.
anyway, yeah, he has a
Let me finish.
situation. I wish as comedians we could get along, y'all. We gotta get along. We have to learn to love each other. Our job is to make people laugh. How we fighting? How we fighting and we supposed to
can't
be
be
making
fighting.
each other laugh?
We can't be fighting. But you know they are comedians, and you understand. You a comedian, and like Mike Epps said, he didn't give me no. He didn't talk about me. I want some publicity too, cat. That's what Mike Epps said. Give me some publicity.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
what I
Talk
do.
about
I
me.
did something to you.
Yeah, Mike. But Mike.
Blowing.
Yeah,
I
Mike-
love me some.
Yeah, Mike
I love me
said.
some Mike Epps.
Mike said I was gonna send him some stuff about me that don't nobody know about, just so he can talk
I'm
about it.
so in love with Mike Epps and One Mike downtown, y'all. I'm gonna be performing there real soon. I'm gonna talk to Mike Larry.
That's
He is
what
in charge of it, and I gotta get on that stage because I love Day Day. I love Day Day so
Yeah,
much,
it's
and I
funny, man.
love what he did. Like it really warms my soul what he did for the city by putting One Mike down there. I mean, like take the gratuity out, like because you know I feel like we need to really work for our tips, and when you but that's for another subject.
Right.
When you automatically get them the tip, I just feel like they don't work as hard, Mike. So take the gratuity out. But other than that, I love One Mike.
Shouldn't an asteroid be like a hemorrhoid instead of a hemorrhoid? An asteroid, they got out of space like a, you know.
Nah, cause him be a pain in our A word. So him is a Roy down there. It's him.
But it's your ass though.
It's him.
It should be an asteroid.
It's hemorrhoid.
Oh, okay. Both of them sound. Both of them.
At this
sound
point,
good.
I believe that the tequila is now a star on the show.
Yeah. What about Uranus and Uranus?
You're right.
They mess up the whole system, man. You can't trust the
Who
system.
made up these words? We're
Really?
starting to question it.
Really?
We are starting to question.
Yeah, really.
words.
Really.
But y'all make sure y'all follow me on social media, Simona Lisa the Comedian. Don't miss an opportunity to be a part of something great. That's me.
When you got I was looking at these taxes thing, you know, and it says that when you go through your taxes and all that kind of stuff, when man first started naming things in the beginning of time, I guess Adam did. He named everything. But why did he take the and put IRS behind it? Let's go theirs. What do that mean? See? Who was they? You know what I'm saying?
I was
Because we can,
speechless. That's me speechless.
right? Because we can't get around that. And if you don't pay them,
Yeah, they came
you
for me,
get
y'all.
theirs.
They came for me.
Theirs.
And I felt like a award of the state or something. I felt like an enemy of the state when the IRS decided they was gonna come for
And
me.
they take every man. They'll take.
They don't
everything.
care about your kids, okay? They take all your mucho to the dinero. And the sad part about it is, they came for me after amended taxes. I had filed those amended taxes because I hadn't filed my taxes in a few years. And those amended taxes got approved. And they realized that they would owe me money. But right before it happened, they garnished me 2 checks.
And you
I'm
can't
like,
do nothing
y'all
about it.
see,
You
I
can't
had
do
to
nothing
wait.
about it.
I I had to just wait.
You can't. What you gonna do about it?
Wait. Then they took the full amount. They didn't even minus what they garnished from me. They took the full amount from the money that they realized they owed me. They took the full amount. And then I had to wait on them to pay me back. I don't know when they gonna pay me back.
I saw Red Fox.
They get that money up front though.
I see Red Fox said when they came after him, he said his mama was in the wheelchair. They took the diamond rings off of her ears and the chain off of her neck and rolled her out the house.
They better be
Get
glad
the
they
rest
ain't
of the
take
stuff.
the screws out the chair.
You better believe it. They handle business.
They stand on business.
So
But it was fun. This was our first podcast of the year. I hope y'all tune in to watch more. I hope y'all interact with us. We're looking forward to going live. Let us know. Tap in. Let our management know that y'all want to see us live. Because we're not going to do it unless y'all want us to do it. Because what's the point?
let me do
We
this
here for
little,
y'all.
Let me do this little thing. I want to. It's only certain people, man, in your life that you meet that influence you, man, and just give you, that you can, somebody, man, that's
You
just
can vibe
genuine,
with.
and somebody that's kind and give you shirt off their back. I want to give a shout out to my man Mike Forgas. He been a little ill lately, and I just want all of us to pray for him, pray for his family, and all that kind of stuff, because he's a good dude, man, and he give you the shirt off his back, and he's the kind of guy, man, that he taught me a lot, and I just want people to know, man, that this guy, man, is he's a different kind of guy, man. He stands on his own principles, but he's not gonna hurt you, and he got his own ways of doing things, man. But once you catch on to his ways and find out how he move and stuff like that, man, you gotta honor that, because he a great guy, man. Taught me.
And who is this
Taught
guy?
me so much. He worked at the post office, and me and Mike, and he worked with me and Dave, your dad, and we did passports or whatever like that. But I just wanted the people out there to know, man, that we're praying for him. This segment is for him. And he's gonna get better.
Amen.
His family is, we're praying for him. We're praying for his wife, and his family, and he's a great guy, man. And I just want people to know that. When you meet people like this guy, man, and you have people like this
It's a blessing.
in your life, man, you're truly blessed, man. So I want to let everybody know that. Give a prayer up to Mike, and I love him, and I thank you, and
And a shout out
appreciate
to
it.
all our postal workers.
Yeah.
The weather is real bad out
Yeah.
there. Y'all may know my dad retired from the Postal Service last year.
Yeah.
And I want everyone at the postal office that he worked at to know I was always more important than y'all.
Yep.
He never made it seem like his job was more important than me.
Right.
So I just want y'all to know that. Shout out to my pops. Love him to pieces.
Amen. Thank you,
David
James.
Sutton.
That's right. Me and your dad retired on the same day.
My dad retired better than you.
Oh, well, you know what?
Because he the boss.
He the boss.
My dad's a boss. That's why I'm a boss.